Welcome back to another episode of Smoke Rings and Dad Things. I'm your host, David. And I know you're saying, this is the third fucking time, dude. Hear me out, okay? So I wasn't recording this podcast this weekend. I didn't do anything this weekend, and I'll explain why. But the reason I'm doing it now, I'm going to go to the gym, and I had something happen at work today. Hit me in the feels, man. It got me really good. Got me real good. For you that don't know, I'm an office manager at a family practice. I've been there for like a little over a year. And I have several guy patients that come in, and a lot of them struggle. A few of them struggle with mental illness, mental health, pretty hardcore. And I have a few of them that call me at work randomly sometimes if things are bad or they don't feel okay or whatever, which is fine because I told them they can do that. And I have one in particular that he has my personal cell phone. He's never texted me, thankfully, because nothing's ever been hard enough for him to text me. He has called me a few times at work. But he came in today. It was his birthday. And we were cool. Everything's fine. It wasn't even him. So I had another guy come in, and I've only seen him a couple times, and he was here for his wellness, which is, we're going over his blood work, whatever. I'm drinking my Ghost pre-workout, but I have to ask him some questions, feel good questions. How you doing? How you feeling? Whatever. And, I got to him. I was like, hey man, how's stuff? We good? Like anxiety, everything good? And he was like, you want me to be honest with you? And I was like, yeah, that would be great. And he didn't make it very far. He just started breaking down. Now, mind you, this guy's young. I think he's like at least 30, 31. Black guy, owns his own business. Held himself together every time I saw him, and he just started choking up. And they kind of got me. I could tell that's the first time anybody's ever genuinely asked him if he's okay. And that fucking sucks, dude. Like, the only person that ever asks you if you're okay is the office manager at your doctor's office. And so I just stopped being his check-in person, I guess. I don't know, medical assistant, whatever. And just talked to him man to man for a few minutes. And, and I told him if he ever needed to call the office and talk and whatnot. And I was like, hey, I have a podcast that I do. I record once a week. And you don't have to watch it, but it's about the same stuff, dad things, cigars, whatnot. And he's like, oh, I appreciate that. And so having that happen today really fucked me up, man. Fucked me up hardcore. And as he was tearing up and choking up, I was there. I was fucking there. I was close. And they were just made me really kind of want to touch back. And fellas, we gotta talk to each other. We have to talk to each other. And just ask us how we're doing. It's shitty that nobody ever asks how you're really doing. And I hate that. I hate that so much. And it really got me. It really got me good, man. Fuck, it got me good. And it weighed on me all day. And so that's really why I kind of was going to record the podcast. So I'm going to do two. So this is supposed to be last Sundays. I'll post this one, when I walk into the gym. I'll tag it on there. And I'll record this week's, possibly tomorrow if my guest is up for it. We were supposed to do last week, but she was busy at work. But this past week's episode was going to be about not doing a fucking thing. Not doing a damn thing. And everybody deserves that. You deserve a weekend of not doing a damn thing. And I didn't do a fucking thing this weekend. I got up Saturday, went to the dentist, got home 9:30. I didn't do nothing. Not a thing. Nothing. I did not do anything but With my little boy. Did a few things around the house, showered. No gym, didn't even go to the gym, so that was like day 2, I think, 3 possibly. And just let things go. Now, did I need shit to do? Absolutely. I need to drain my hot tub, have a blow up hot tub, best drunken. Well, that wasn't a mistake. I actually called for permission. Not stupid. And I needed that weekend to not do anything. Now, Sunday I did go to the gym. I had to go to the gym. I had 3 days without the gym makes me feel like shit. But I had to go. So, don't do anything. Take that weekend. Don't do anything. Even if you need stuff to do, it'll still be there. I needed to put plastic up on the windows, and I got that done the last 2 days. Do it. Take that weekend and don't do anything. Don't do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Take out, order stuff, sit in the house. Don't go anywhere. Unless it's an emergency or something you really needed to do already, don't do it. Don't do it. You need it. Everybody needs it, not just men, women, moms, everybody, grandmas, everybody. You all need to have a fucking weekend where you don't do nothing. Laundry, anything. Kristen didn't even do anything, and that's wonderful because I didn't want her to do nothing. I think she did like a little bit of laundry or something maybe, but she didn't need to do anything. Don't do anything. And it's good for you to not do anything. And I encourage that. But you need that time away just to relax. No work, no home stuff. Obviously, it's kind of hard not to be a parent if you have kids, but thankfully mine are pretty self-efficient for the most part, for their age. But take that weekend. Don't do anything. Treat yourself. If anything, at worst, treat yourself to something. Ice cream, new book, whatever. Fellas, man, we gotta do better at self-care. You know, if I wasn't so ticklish, I would probably get my toes, a pedicure, I can't do it. I can't even. I used to let Kristen cut my toenails, and that shit's rough for me. Like, I'm ticklish as hell. So, you know what blew my mind is my grandfather's 82, and I just learned this recently. It's probably been out a year or two. That when my mom would come in, they would go out and they would get pedicures together. Now, this man don't ask for hardly any help at all. It took everything in him for him to call me last year to take him to the ER because he almost having a fucking heart attack. I had to convince him. Actually, I didn't have to convince him. He just finally called me like 6 hours later and was like, "Hey, bub, take me." But this man, and he's got some fucking ugly feet too. And these are huge feet. And he gets pedicures. Him and my mom will go get pedicures. And I thought that was the craziest thing, that this man would go get pedicures. And I know I have a few other guy friends that go and get them. I'm jealous because I'm just ticklish. I couldn't do it. But I hope you guys are doing okay. And I'm sorry that I didn't get this out on Sunday, especially if you're looking forward to it. And also, I don't like telling people I have a podcast because I feel like I'm promoting it, and I'm not promoting my podcast at all. But I also want to at the same time. It's weird, I guess. I don't care if I get famous or anything, and I've touched on this before. I don't care if I get 5 million views, as long as it reaches the person. And I hope the guy that I talked to today, I gave him a piece of paper with the name of the podcast, and folded up, and as he was leaving, I just read it to him, and I think he knew what it was. So if you're watching this, thank you. Anyways. Fucking sun's in my eyes got me watering up. Somebody's cutting onions. But I forgot what I was going to say. I haven't had a cigar in a while. I think I had one Saturday. It's really hard to not smoke one every day when you have a humidor. And I know I keep telling you guys I'm going to show us. I'm so fucking terrible at doing videos. But I will post a short of my corner of the only spot in the house that I have out of this shit. So I'll do that this weekend. Hold me to it. Hold me accountable for that. I will record a short little minute video of my section of I'll show you where I was going to record last week's episode at the computer desk when everybody was asleep, so there's not fucking 20 people there. But like I said, I didn't do anything this weekend, so I will get that short out and I'll show you my humidor and get all that going. My pre-workout's kicking in. I can feel my ears going. But I hope you guys are doing good. Reach out to somebody and talk to them. I tell these guys at work that I would rather you cry on me at work than me having to hear that you passed away. And I hate that. You know, and I don't want people to feel like they're alone and stuff, because there's a lot of people that suffer in silence, and it sucks if you do. And if you do, message me. We can talk on here. You can message me on TikTok. I think my name's Tattooed Lifter or something like that. I don't remember what my name is, but you message me on there, and that way nobody sees it, you know. And if you want, just ask me what I'll put my @ in the description of this, so that way you can just message me directly and you don't have to comment on the video and tell me. That way, you know, out you and people know, like, oh God, okay, you're, because I'll never out you or bring you up or anything, but like I said, I will, if you ever want to meet up for a cigar or drink, which, by the way, if you're watching this and you live close, or if you don't, I'm setting up a time. I got a few guys, my buddy James, my buddy Levi, a friend of James is going to come out. I messaged another buddy of mine that lives in Lexington, and then I've got a few other people I might message to see if they want to come out and have like a guy's date, you know, dinner, cigar, whatever. And then we're gonna get that going. I do have some big news also, because I didn't have a way of, without like telling people, I guess. But I ordered some stickers. Ordered, I think, 30 stickers today to hand out to people. And I was going to have a saying on the back of it, but it was like 15 extra bucks for that. And I was like, you know what? I would rather just write on the back of each one a different one, maybe. You know, do like, I think I ordered 30, so I might do like 6 different variations of like a quote or something, maybe something cool, a little motivation. But if you've not heard it this week, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for sticking around. I'm proud of you for being here. I'm proud of you for doing great. And keep doing you. I guess it's time to end with my quote of the day. I don't even have a quote. I don't. Give me a second. Let's think of one. We're at the gym, so I guess it could be gym related. There is no shame in being weak. There's only shame in staying weak. Think on that. Ponder on that. I love you guys, as always. Thank you for watching. And if you would like a sticker, let me know, and I'll give you one. I'm going to get a decal also for the car, for the van. If you don't know, I drive a 07 Honda Odyssey. So that Kristen can have air conditioner and all the luxury, and all I have is heated seats and no radio and no air conditioner. So you're welcome. I love you guys. Have a great day.